All right, first and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and who is worthy to be counted for double honors, and peace and salutations to your brothers out there pushing the truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and for love of the gospel. It's a brother Gabaria from the Indiana camp. Come out to get one of the sit down to basically talk about the reward. All right, now the Spirit had got on me to look up that word reward. All right, and basically inquired in that since when I was just reading the scripture. Let me get it right quick. This is Revelation chapter 22 and verse 11. It says, "He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. It says, he that is filthy, let him be filthy still. It says, he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still." It says, verse 12, it says, "And behold, I come quickly, and my reward with me, to give every man according to his work to give every man according as his work shall be." All right, so this is what the Lord Yahushua talking, saying what, he's coming quickly, and he's gonna give every man his just reward. All right, so when you think of a reward, you think of what, like a gold medal or a gold trophy or some type of how can I say some type of honor to go with that. But really, to be honest, that word reward can go into actually in double states, matter of fact, the world has a saying, says you're getting your just desserts. All right, now a dessert is something that you look at, as you finished your meal. It's usually going to be something sweet, something savory, something that's your taste buds is gonna like, after enduring the meal, the whatever you just went through. Your desserts are usually the pleasurable part of your eating, but that saying you're getting your just desserts usually means into a bad sense. All right, so let's say you were a bully. Let's say you were a bully all in middle school and majority of high school, and then just everybody come against you that last 2 or 3 years of school. People might say, "Oh yeah, you got your just dessert." Basically you got what was coming to you. You got what you deserved. All right, and the word reward goes into that same thing, man. All right, so as you see, it says the Strong's definition. It goes into, it says what good. It says pay for service, literally or figuratively. It says good or bad, higher reward wages. See, so it can go into a good sense, but guess what? It also can go into a bad sense. All right. So when the Lord comes back and he gives you your reward, it's going to be based off the work that you performed. All right. Whether it's going to be a good reward, or whether it's going to be a bad reward. And what's the bad reward? The ICBM missile fires, you being put to death, you being destroyed. But what's the good reward? The good reward is what? You receiving salvation, you receiving the kingdom of heaven, and an honorable name for generations. All right, an honorable name forever. Okay, that's the good reward. That's the reward every single one of us should be striving towards. That's the reward we should all be looking forward to, man. All right, not that bad reward. All right, where we get everlasting shame and contempt. When you getting put to death for not doing what the Lord told you to do. When you get labeled as disobedient, as the problem child. All right, that's the bad reward. Okay, it says definition 2 in A. It says in both sense, rewards and punishments. Definition C. It says of punishments, of the reward of God bestowed or will bestow upon good deeds and endeavors. All right, let's look up the word endeavor right quick. Endeavors, it says endeavors is try hard to do or achieve something. Let's do a web search. So it basically means people who try extremely hard to do something. So It says of rewards of which God bestow or will bestow upon good deeds and try hard. So really, to be honest, the endeavors can go into unto us, because we're trying to do the good deeds. All right, we in a world of bad deeds, in the world of darkness, here we are trying to be the opposite of darkness, which is what? Light. Here we are, we're trying to be the opposite of dark. We're trying to do good in a world of darkness. All right. Not only in the world of darkness, but in a world of darkness that promotes darkness, that is easy to do darkness, that is look good to do darkness. You're the hero if you promote darkness. You're the hero if you promote evil. If you're for it, if you're in agreement to it, you're going to be uplifted. You're going to be the good guy. You're going to get the one patted on the back. You're going to be the one who get all the women. You're going to be the one who gets all the money. You're going to be the one who everybody wants to be like, idolize, if you do what? Them bad deeds in this dark world. But guess what? If you do the good deeds, what are you doing? You're going to be the weirdo. You're going to be the lame. You're going to be the, oh, he's no fun. You're going to be the guy who it's hard to get a woman, because no woman want to be around a guy like that. Oh, I want a woman that can drink and smoke and go out to clubs and parties. You're going to be boring. But what? At the end, when the Lord comes back, your reward is going to be, I was going to say outrageous, which it is going to be outrageous, but it's also going to be, but that's not the word I want to use. I want to use, oh man, it escaped my mind. I had it, but it left. But anyways, it's going to be magnificent. It's even better. That word's even better what I was thinking of, It's going to be magnificent, Your reward is going to stand the test of time, Your reward is going to go on through generations of people knowing who you are. Despite all odds against you, you still did what was required of you. The odds were horrifically stacked against you, but you still rose up and overcame. If not, it's not an underdog, then I don't know what is. Every movie, every TV series, every anime or wherever you want to go with it, video game, whatever protagonist, he always had to do what in the movie or in that certain event. He always had to rise up and overcome. He always had to get over something. And at the end, what? He did it, and he was glorified with it. He was glorified. He's the hero. He's the protagonist. All right. So now what? It's our turn. It's your chance to what? To try to overcome, man. All right. Oh, that's what I want to get. Real. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. It says, "Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." All right. And what is sowing and reaping? Sowing is goes into a gardening term. It goes into a gardening term, which sowing basically means you're planting a seed. All right. Now, when you sow, that you planting that seed is going to depend on if you're going to reap the benefits of that seed. All right. Because once you sow, you can do a faulty sow, a sow that's half-assed, or you can just throw the seed on the ground and just pray that it, you ain't do no planting. You ain't do no, you didn't turn over the soil. You just threw the seeds out on the grass and just like, yeah, all right, grow into corn. You didn't do no preparation. You barely water it. So what you sow is going to be what you sow is going to be the reward of your labors. All right. So if you barely put in labor, if you ain't really doing shit, then you ain't really gonna get nothing. You're gonna starve. But what if you being diligent If you being how can I say endeavor, if you trying hard to reap the benefits, then guess what? You what? You turn over the soil, make sure the soil is fertilized, probably put some manure or some compost in the soil, then plant the seeds probably 6 inches down, make sure that it's all spread it apart. You're gonna make sure things are in order. All right. And then guess what? By you doing that, your benefits is gonna be highly more increased. All right. You're gonna your plants might come. It might reap. You might reap benefits from that plant all harvest long, man. You might double, triple, quadruple your harvest. Because what? You took the time in that sowing process, you took the time, you took the patience to do it the correct way. All right. But what if you half-assing, doing it improper way? Then guess what? You're not gonna reap too much benefits. And really, to be honest, that saying goes with everything that you do, every little thing. If you want to lose weight, if you want to slim down a little bit, but what? You eating whatever, drinking whatever, doing anything you consume, it's just whatever with you. Then guess what, man? You're gonna see little to zero results. But what if you're endeavorous with it, if you're trying your best, if you're really putting your best foot forward, then guess what? You're gonna reap the maximum benefits. If you going to the gym, doing calisthenics, doing workouts, trying to slim down, not eating everything, drinking solely water, cutting out a lot of sugar and cutting out a lot of carbs, you do that, then guess what? And you're gonna reap a hefty benefit, man. All right. And the beautiful thing about it is everything is a time and process. All right. When gardening, when losing weight, when trying to get your life together, it's always a process. It's never, oh, let me do it today and then reap the benefits tomorrow. All right. Anything that's really like that, it's not really beneficial. All right. Any fast process is not really a beneficial process. All right. There's nothing I can really think about that's fast that's going to be beneficial for you. All right. Everything that you do takes a certain process, and it's better for you when it goes through that process. And the first thing I'm thinking about right now that I'm actually getting excited for is food, man. Everybody will tell you slow cooked food that takes a minute to cook is always better, man. Is always going to be better than a fast, quick meal that you can make in 10, 15 minutes. A slow cooked meal, that's why a lot of people have in their house slow cookers, or also crock pots, whichever way you want to go with it. But slow cookers, crock pots are some of the best meals you'll ever have, man. Beans and turkey tails, slow cook, slow cook beef stew. Slow cooking. Hey, why do you think smoking is such a high thing, man? Restaurants saying, oh yeah, this has been smoking for 12 hours. This has been smoking in the grill for 20 hours. This has been smoking in the grill for 24 hours. And then you see it when you take that bone out that shank or whatever, and all the meat just slides off. It's a very, very tender cut. That's gonna be the best sandwich or the best stew that you ever had, man. Because it took time to it went through a process of cooking slowly. All right. The vegetables and carrots and broccoli had time to simmer, or whatever, however you like it, But what I'm saying, but the point I'm making is a slow and steady process is always going to be better than a quick and fast and easy, Really, to be honest, now I think about it, Esau actually promotes quick, fast, and easy. Fast food restaurants. Fucking self-checkout lines. Anything that's quick, fast, and get you about your day. Esau really highly promotes. What at first when you pay shit, I remember shit, really, to be honest, I actually remember, and I'm only 28. I remember at a time where when you went through a checkout line, shit, the conversation between your parents and the cashier used to last about 5 minutes, Where now, y'all, you got to do is just tap on your phone, boom, payment's done. Where at first, your mom had to get the money out, count the money, give it to the cashier got to count it, put it in, get your mom change, print out the receipt. If you had coupons, that's gonna even take even longer. Then shit. Before credit cards and shit like that, it was with cash. It was checks. Some of you guys don't even know about checks. Majority of you brothers know about checks. But I'm talking about you younger guys. Younger people. Because I think my year. Because my school year, when I was in school, I learned how to sign a check, but it wasn't really heavily endorsed, And I think actually a couple years, because I graduated in 2015. So I think a couple years after that, I think a couple years after that, I don't even think they did checks no more, Because economics, wood shop, all those things, I don't see too many schools having that no more. And I remember having that when I was in elementary almost. When I was in 5th, 6th grade, I'm probably 7th, high elementary, close to middle. I remember having wood shop. I remember we all made a car that had a little air compress to go in the back of it, and we all raced it at the end of the semester. But we were working on that car for about a good 3 to 4 or 5 months. We had to cut the wood, sand the wood, paint it, drill the hole. We had to do, certain little things, economics where you have to, where you go in to learn how to cook and learn how to clean and do certain things, But I don't even think certain, and I went to school really roughly in the early 2000s, because I turned 5 in 2000. So I went from 2000 all the way to 2015 is where I basically my whole schooling, from elementary to graduation, So in that whole process, how can I say? In that whole process, I don't even think they do half the things no more. But anyways, to get back on the point, I rambled, went clearly off, but. The point I was making is the conversation, the interaction between the cashier and your parent paying for the groceries or paying for whatever at the store. If you had groceries, like if you went to the store once a month, to stock up on your refrigerator or whatever, that interaction wasn't a quick process. You do one pat, a couple seconds and you out of there. No, it was a couple minutes that your mom had to talk to the cashier, give them the money, check the receipt, and go about your day, But what Esau came out with, what? Credit cards, where all you got to do is swipe into your pen, then boom, you done. Now it's even easier where you just got to tap your credit card. Matter of fact, you don't even need your credit card. You use your phone. That's probably most likely in your hand already. Because while you sitting there waiting for your groceries to be rung up, you're probably going to be on your phone or whatever, checking your balance on your, see how much everything is or whatever. And then all you got to do is what? Apple Pay or Google Pay or whatever the fuck Google Pixel phones have or whatever. But all you gotta do is what? Tap the little card reader thing, and then boom, you done. So Esau is really he's high into quick, fast, in a hurry. When the best things in life is always gonna take a slow process. Always gonna take a process to get from point A to point B. And you know what? It also shows you too, man, that also you be more appreciative of it too. A process that took you a minute, I promise you're going to be way more appreciative of it than if you just got it the next day. Yeah, I'm going to just go get this the next day. Or you know what? I'm going to go get me a truck and you just go get the truck the next day. You're going to do whatever to that truck. You ain't going to look at that. You ain't going to even look at the truck like it's valuable. Just got it. It didn't take me a day to get it, Versus what? Let's say it took you a year. Let's say, so whatever you're trying to do, it take you a whole year. By the time you get to your award, you're going to feel so much more appreciative of it. You're going to feel like it's well-deserved. Like, man, I put my all into this, You're going to take care of it better, So all this is going back to what, man? Your walk in the faith, man. Doing your work, making sure your sowing is the best sowing that you possibly can be. You're not half-ass sowing, man. Scripture says what? I'd rather you not to be lukewarm, man, but rather cold or hot, man. Cold basically means, hey, man, listen, if you don't want to do it, just don't do it. or hot, which means that, listen, if you want to do this, make sure you putting your best foot forward. Making sure you doing your all. All right? Because when the Lord comes back, when the Lord gives you that reward, then guess what? Matter of fact, this is Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou should give us reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and of them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them that destroy the earth. See? So guess what? It's going to be a lot of rewards being handed out, man. All right? But the Lord is coming to give what? His prophets, his servants, his saints, their just reward, man. All right? Even Esau, Edom is getting his reward. At the end of this verse, it says what? And should destroy them that destroy the earth. Who's destroying the earth right now, man? You know, who's putting plastic in the ocean? Who's spraying all types of chemicals in the air? That's fucking with the chemicals of the vegetation. That's fucking with the chemicals in the food. That's fucking with the chemicals in your body. Who's doing these things, man? But that's Esau's getting his just reward, and it's prophesied. But the point of the matter is what? It says what? And thou shalt give a reward unto your servants, the prophets, and to the saints. All right? And to them that fear the Lord's name, man. Whether they be small or whether they be great. But the point of that is what? The reward. All right? If you want a just and well-deserved reward, then guess what? You have to put in the time and the effort to do that, to get that reward. It's going to take a slow and steady process. No reward is going to be fast. And like I said, even if the reward is fast, then guess what? It's not going to be appreciative. You're going to be like, you're going to feel some type of way about it. I'm talking through experience. I've gotten things where if I didn't put that much effort in, I didn't really care about it. I'm like, okay. And how you know that is, imagine a car that you buy for $100 versus a car that you buy for $100,000. Which one are you gonna be more appreciative with? Really, to be honest, I ain't gonna put money in it, because money is a spectrum. If you got $100,000, if you make $100,000 in a day, then $100,000 car is gonna be like $1 worth something, because shit, it's gonna be nothing to you. But let's say if you get something in one day versus if it take you 1,000 days to get it. Whoever you are, no matter what money, whatever it is, whatever goal you got set, the thing that you got in the next day is gonna be highly depreciative versus the thing that it took you 1,000 days to get. The thing you took 1,000 days to get, I bet you're gonna appreciate that more, because you're gonna look back at all the times and all the suffering that you endured, that you suffered for to get that, to get to the end. Let me get this right quick. Bro, I cannot spell. This is not what I wanted, but this is actually good. Know ye not that they which run in a race. No, this actually is what I wanted. I thought it said him that run in his race runneth it in his entirety. I must have butchered that. But this is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24. It says, know ye not that they which run in a race, it's like it says, it's like it. Oh, I look, somebody walking by. It says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth a prize, so run that ye may obtain. See? So make sure you're running this race that you knowing that there's going to be a prize at the end, man. And that prize is going to be well deserved and worth it. This prize is going to be the best prize you ever received in your life. Salvation. What else prize can you think of? A prize where the Creator himself is giving you. A prize that's personalized to you. A prize that no other man can relate, except for what the elect can relate to. A select group of people. That's the only a select group of people is gonna be your acquaintance. It's not only a prize; it's a rare prize. It's a rare worldly prize. All right, and when I say worldly, I'm talking about it's gonna be known worldly. It's not gonna be a prize that's just gonna be secret between you and the Lord. A prize that the Lord's gonna give you that everybody's gonna know about. Yeah, he received that from the Lord. The Lord gave that to him. You know, it's gonna be a prize. Well, and don't you want to put the effort into that? Don't you want to feel like you? First of all, let me say it like this: ain't none of us gonna feel like we're worthy. All right, I can't speak for the next man, but if I am to make it, I'm definitely gonna feel like, yeah, I deserve this. Yeah, I'm glad I'm getting what I'm definitely gonna feel like I'm not worthy, man. Because even to this day, I still feel like there's more I can do. I still feel like I can do way amount of more. I never have in my mind like, yeah, I'm doing just enough. I'm doing exactly what I need to do. I'm doing just enough. No, I'm always like, damn, man, I need to do fucking more, man. I'm not doing the fucking enough. I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. I need to be better. I'm constantly feeling like that. There's not a day that go by that make me feel like, yeah, I'm doing exactly what I need to do. I'm reading enough. I'm doing videos. I'm cool. I'm cooling. No, man, I never feel like that. I never feel like I'm good enough. I always feel like I can do better. I need to do better. I need to read more. I need to watch more videos. I need to talk to brothers more. You know, whatever I need to do, I need to do it. That's how I feel on a daily basis. So ain't none of us ever gonna feel like we're satisfied. It's like eating to never get filled. That's your desire. That should be your desire for this truth, to push towards that reward, to push towards that mark. All right. It should be an what is it? How does it say? Oh, a something appetite. I want to say unquenchable appetite, but quench is when you drink. A bottomless pit, so to speak. I can't think of the saying I'm trying to say, but basically an appetite that can never be satisfied. You know, you constantly eating, you constantly just keep on eating, and you never be satisfied. That should be your desire to do this work, to push towards that reward. Because like Elder Uriah from Chicago told me years ago, he said, "Hey, listen." Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was telling Els like, yeah, man, I just want to know a little bit more scriptures, and I feel like I'm gonna do way better. He said, "Listen, brother." He said, "You're never in this truth feel like you're never in this truth feel like you reach the point that you want to reach. You'll always look towards that next goal. If your goal is I want to know 1,000 scriptures, you get to that goal, and then guess what? Now I want to know 1,000 breakdowns. You get to that goal, then guess what? I want to know every story in the Bible. You get to that goal, then guess what? I want to know what a lot of words mean. You get to that goal, then guess what? I want to know what other words mean in different languages. It's always going to be something to drive you to the next level. You never going to sit and be like, yeah, okay, I got to my goal. Now I'm cool. No, that's stagnant. That's being stagnant. You know, you always going to flow to do it. And notice the things that I said is always flowing on the next level. Get into precepts, then get into breakdown. Well, get an understanding first, but it always flowed into the next level. You know, you might take a little time to look back, probably a year, 2-3 years ago. Like, man, I remember, a couple years ago, I didn't know this breakdown. Now I know it. Now I'm teaching it, or I didn't know the things I knew now. Now I'm teaching the things, So you're going to have a little time to reflect on the things you really didn't know, But what the point of those being is that what? You're constantly moving forward, man. All right? For you brothers out there that knows it, the Disney movie, Nemo, it was a saying in that movie that said, just keep swimming, you know? Basically, you don't look at the back. You don't look at your back and worry about the things that's in the past, man. You know, you keep pushing forward. You keep moving. You keep getting up. You're gonna fall. Of course you're gonna fall. We all fall. Should be ashamed of it. You go. Matter of fact, I ain't even say you gonna fall. It's gonna happen. But guess what? You gotta get back up and just keep swimming. You know, you gotta keep moving, man. You gotta keep pushing forward. All right. But right now I'm just rambling, man. Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying. Until next time, say shalom.